This is Chet News. Here's Scott V.
A 12-year-old Oak Bay girl wants to play rugby with the boys' team at her school. It's something she's done for the past few years, but a ruling from a middle school sports association says she can't play. And the president of that association says this issue is really low on her priority list.
Okay, go into the second tackler. I get up.
This is the boys' rugby practice at Monterey Middle School. The one member of the team not here is Jessica Neilson.
I'm being involved in the Vikes rugby camps for years. She came to those camps and was the only girl in the camp one year. So she's a pretty determined little player, and she's a very talented player also.
We first told you about the talents of Jessica Neilson in December. She's a rising star in the rugby community and practices regularly with the women's Velox Valkyries. She's played with the boys' teams the past several years, but a new ruling from the Lower Island Middle School Sports Association, LIMSA, says she can't play with the boys now that she's 12.
Sometimes they bring rules and regulations in that make it difficult for her to play.
In a phone conversation with Diane McKinnon, the president of LIMSA, she says allowing Jessica to play is not her call. She says the executive needs to sit down and discuss this. It's kind of a bureaucratic red tape issue. It has to go through the executive to be voted on. It's part of the Constitution. Anytime it's a Constitution issue, everyone has a right to speak on it. And that's not going to happen before the end of the year.
I've been working really hard all year to play with them and looking forward to the chance to play. And so I was really upset.
Jessica's issue is nearly identical to one in Manitoba 2 years ago, where twin sisters wanted the right to play on the boys' hockey team. A Manitoba Human Rights Tribunal ruled the girls could be allowed to try out for the team. They didn't make it, but they were allowed to try. And that's all Jessica and her mom are looking for.
The coach is supportive of having Jessie on the team. She's played with him for several years now. And so I would really like them to overturn this quite quickly.
The Canadian Association for the Advancement of Women and Sport and Physical Activity says legal opinion has largely been that females have the right to compete for a position on a male team as long as they demonstrate sufficient skills. According to everyone involved, Jessica's skills are not in question.